When it comes to us small creators, one of our biggest concerns is how many get noticed, how many get views on my channel. And I think I figured out one of the problems that we're running into. A couple years ago, I turned off the history on my YouTube account. Since then, you have, shorts blowing up. But the interesting thing is, because I don't have history turned on, it doesn't know how to pick up shorts for me. As you see, my For You page is just empty because it doesn't know what to do with that. It used to be that it would just still put stuff on your For You page. It would just wouldn't update with new suggestions. It would just go based off of what you used to watch when you had the history on, or just the generic stuff. But now it doesn't show anything in some of our newest updates. Somewhat better for me, also somewhat worse for everyone else and discovering people, is that it turns off any form of shorts that are not from channels you're subscribed to. So I don't see any shorts. When I try to open the app and it automatically just switches to shorts, because that's something that it does, because it really wants you to get into shorts. It says you need to turn on history before you can see any shorts. And so because of that, I don't get any shorts. Only way I see new channels is if I click on a video from a channel I already follow, and then underneath them it gives some suggestions. But I wanted to make this quick video to tell you, there's a percentage of people who may not have the history turned on, and that might be the reason why you're not getting as much views, because it's hard to discover new people when you don't have your history on. Technically, I could turn my history back on, but I'm just too lazy to go into my settings and turn it back on. And I also kind of like the fact that I don't get shorts suddenly turned on me and I get stuck on shorts, because I already had that problem with Instagram sometimes, where I just get stuck on doom scrolling on Instagram. So it's like, hey, don't have to do that on YouTube. But the point of this video is mainly just to point out to you guys less of a solution, but more of just, there are a percentage of people who are probably like me, who have the history turned off, may not be able to find you as easily unless they look you up, or look up a topic of one of your videos. Keep pushing through and know that maybe you might not see people like that getting into your channel as quickly until they actually subscribe, and then they're suddenly on the For You page is showing these channels. You follow these channels, and so holding out for that, holding out for someone to actually subscribe might be actually be helpful. People say that subscribers are not important anymore, but that's actually a way that subscribers are still important, because guess what? That's the only way you're getting discovered by these people, then they need to subscribe to you. And so if you are like me and happens to not have your history turned on, I'd suggest subscribing to this channel so you guys can see when they come out. But even more so than that, for everyone else, do have your history turned on. It's still an important thing to remember that there are people like me who don't have their history turned on and could miss your videos because of that. So just saying, that might be one of your problems. Not all of them, but it's not as much of a one I can give a solution to, unless you encourage your subscribers, please turn on your history again if you have your history turned off. But honestly, that's not something I would recommend saying on a channel. Just it's wasting your time to tell someone turn off on their history. So if you have your history turned off, I'm not going to encourage you to turn that back on. If you really want your history off, keep it off. I prefer it actually happening off, just for the short reason. So I just want to say to you guys, for those people who may be wondering why you're not getting views, that could be another one of the reasons. Not all the reasons, but one of the reasons could be that. So anyways, if you guys want to see more tips like this, technically this is not a tip, but if you want to see interesting insights like this, consider subscribing. This has been YouTube Tips with Pete. Till next time, Pete away, signing off.